You cannot come in a forum.
Don't touch me when you're talking right here.
You cannot. I fall in my arm. I fall in my arm. You cannot come in this forum. Draw on your own data. No research.
Opinion.
And say that 95% of the youngsters in Barbados ain't got no manners and this and that. Right? Hold on. And then when they say it is more than 95, you ask me for data. You don't got nothing to say. It tells me that you are tilted mentally in a negative.
I'm asking you if that's your opinion. Yeah. My opinion is 95%. You're saying more. So is that your opinion also, is that statistic?
That is my lived experience. That's my lived experience.
But from my lived experience, if you want to go on that road, 95% of them go on that road and bad, obnoxious, and no use.
So here we're going on. This is all you can ask you, PolyDan. Positive people. Or let me say this way. Let me say this way.
Do we engage him in conversation?
Of course. Hold on. Jesus, peace. You hold on, man. Listen to me, Flickster. Peaceful people live in a peaceful world.
Wait, touching me again, brother.
Sorry, hold on.
No, you see what the youngsters get offended.
If you would have put your hand on me and you were speaking in a better course fashion, that automatically sends a message in my brain. Hello. Don't do that.
Alright, yeah, hold on.
If you're speaking calm and easy, my response is cool. They can talk but are you being better course? It comes across in my brain, it registers as you want to dance. Don't do that.
Can I have my say in response to what we were saying?
Yeah, knock yourself out.
Peaceful people live in a peaceful world. Let me say it again. PolyDan, I want you to listen to this because it's very important. Peaceful people live in a peaceful world. Hostile people live in a hostile world. Yet it's the same world. And what that says is you got two people that live in water and live in Deacon, live in the pine. Next door to one another. And when you talk to one man said down here's a hellhole. Go over there and have a tab, bam bam. And the next man saying down here's heaven. Why? It's because how that man is think. We create our realities. So the fact that you live in Barbados and your experiences that 95% of the youth in Barbados, they are bellicose, they are unmarried. It speaks to your mind, not necessarily youth in Barbados, because my experience is that 95% of youth in Barbados are positive. They are out there trying things to make life better for themselves, and they're trying to navigate this world that we that came before them have created for them to live in.
While making mistakes.
Thank
you very much.
Well, clearly, in this forum, I'm outnumbered, but I can hold my ground. I can't be intimidated by nothing to one of those.
I come in neutral. There's what you say, right? I come in.
Well, they can't intimidate the Flick.
No, they're my perspective. No, there's only my opinion again. Because there's only an opinion. There's only one comment section that you can have. Unless one comment 3-4 times. There's my one opinion. Right. Coming from a youngster perspective, right? I could guarantee you there's way more than 95% of us that productive. Let me explain the reason why I can say so far from experience. I know a lot of productive people that born into environments that are full of chaos. Are you just saying from a productive
this conversation right here somebody's mind.
From a productive, hold on a second, let's hear it.
Alright.
2 seconds.
Alright, go on.
There's guys that I know that can build beats, bro, and their house are not quiet enough for them to hear bassline properly because the mother arguing, the sister this body arguing. There's men that I know that can sing, that can write lyrics, but can't even write a word down, but can sing them. So it's enough different battles that we out here fighting. So meanwhile you watching man fight his battles and quote unquote as we say, good true sign called tribulations. I got practice cursing, I'm find my place to find peace. That's where you just find people now trying to protect the peace. And to you it might look aggressive, but to them it's just like, you know what? My man, let me protect my peace here. Because your peace might not be my peace. Your peace might just be a piece of what you think is my peace.
I'm living in my peace.
You understand what I'm saying?
Listen to me.
Right? Your peace.
I grew up in a household with my mother, single mother. Raised 6 children, big man. 6 children. I was the man in the house that gave the hand me down. I knew nothing. Everything that we were at school, we were at church, we were at any place was something that I get from an older brother. You understand what I'm saying? As life went on, my oldest brother ended up getting in crime, robberies, drugs, cocaine. Also, I grew up in a house with a man that was a prickle. I grew up in a house where the police kick down the door and come in, go and they got all clothes like teeth. These are things that hold on, man. Because you talking, right? You talking and you trying you
I give you a scenario, you continue talking.
No, you give me scenarios. But I just want you to understand.
But you
right?
finish your chain of thought.
I will finish my chain of thought. I want you to understand that there are some of us. There are some people with my complexion that started from a perspective, a disadvantageous perspective that people did not have nothing good for them.
Not so. Majority.
I come from a place where when they pass the lodge, my neighbors tell my mother, oh, you getting lodge? You get a smoke weed and get locked up. That my neighbor tell my mother. A woman that I respected, a woman that I knew, a woman that was close and intimate with me, that had a hand in raising me. That was time about I got a lodge. You could see tears coming. I got it serious, you know. And the reason why I just got time for young people is because I went through all the challenges that young people went through. And
so you feel that I ain't went through stuff as a youngster? Or let me go a different scenario now. Show that it's about the person. Hear this now.
Me a scenario, man.
I spent up to 18 years old in church. That's why I'm so versed in the Bible. I was Bible boxing champion. My mother was a deacon in the church, brother. And the boys cursed as bad as me, drink more rum than me. I came out in a very peaceful, quiet house. No big no problems.
You know,
I ain't had a gold spoon, but I came out privileged. My mother worked as a poor woman, but made sure I always had the best in the best. Me, my mother and my father. There were things in my neighborhood. We used to call my mother's house the village theater. I was the only person in the neighborhood that had a VHF, the big DVD player with the videotapes. And my mother go work, everybody in the neighborhood at my house watching Kung Fu. And when they see my mother come in, they both scratch off. But I came out in a very quiet, civilized house, had to go to church every Sunday. I think the most round tell you something. Because that's me as my personality.
Right.
But I was never disrespectful to the elders.
But we totally understand where you go with
right? So he said that he got in a house where he had problems and I never grew up, but look at me.
Right.
So I would come across as a vagabond. If you want to dance, I can dance. Because my personality, I'm a Taurus. I can play with the bully and get back down. So what I'm saying is, we came out in two different households. I came out in a very calm household, but my mother being a deacon in the church, had to go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Right. But look at me now as an adult, I still can behave. As I say, if you press the wrong switch, on or off. But I ain't a criminal, I ain't robbing nobody, you understand what I'm saying? But we go into two different households, in two different environments, but it still does not mean that you as a youngster have to be rude or think that the world or we as adults owe you something. We owe you nothing.
Right, and I agree with you.
The man touching me again. Jesus.
Right, I agree with you. The fundamental point is this. Given all that you've been through, I've been through things, everybody been through something. But it did not raise me in a way that I believe or lost hope in the majority of youth in Barbados. For you to say, and I say, and the reason why we represented this is because this is a public forum that going out there. For you to say that 95% of the youth in Barbados go off.
There are people out there that are going to agree with me to tell you why you want to retract. I'm not going to retract.
If you say,
you're touching me again, Jesus, please.
Here's what we can do for the podcast. We can put a poll at the bottom, at the percentage, and whoever we make.
Some going to agree.
If you say Flickster,
the system has failed the youth, especially the people who make the rules and regulations. They'll fail from the get-go of allowing youngsters to come to school with a hair plait. And then people tell me, that's the African and we funny with people they say, see that's bullshit.
Flickster.
Haircut, socks up, look sharp, let's go.
Flickster.
Mr. Flick for you, man.
All right, Mr. Flick. Mr. Flick.
See the senior youngsters. They get order, but who does that?
You understand how fickle he is. So, hollering hard and asking people to align to what you want to call you do not make you right. Now, that let me put on the table.
But it's going to show some measure of respect.
It does not make you right.
But I ain't saying he's not supposed to disagree.
Right.
But he's not agreeing with my 95%. And I'm not going to retract because that is my belief.
No, we want you to get in debt.
No. Yeah, he just talking. He just talking.
We lost 2 generations.
You want to do all the talking?
No, I have been respectful and I've given you the floor.
No, you've given me the floor. You've taken it back many times.
Oh, you have the floor, sir.
Even finish.
Honorable member, please. Honorable member, please. Take the floor.
How can you drive a race car and rally? Break down many times. Going back to the pit, get fixed. I arrive at a place where you are successful as a race car driver, having a working car, and then neglect everything that build you and say everybody else go up there. 95% of people don't ain't working. You is a young, you're the mature man, came through this society.
Experienced man.
But you gonna allow me to talk?
I remember, please.
Or you gonna
take the
allow
floor.
me? But no, you gonna tell me take the floor?
Please.
You gonna tell me take the floor? Are you on the floor?
Carry on, somebody. I remember.
You gonna tell me carry on? Are you on the floor? But you keep on interjecting all the time. You grew up in St. Andrew. Where men are men.
And sheep live in fear. That's right.
Say that, you know. Anyhow.
Where men are men and sheep live in fear.
You came from humble beginnings.
That's right.
With all the X factors, all the negatives and positives that exist in this society today, you work through that to become who you are today in society. The youngsters today have to work through all those things. And they're exposed to even more.
In harder environments.
They're exposed to even more because when we're young, the only way we can see negativity in society is we read a newspaper. Right now, the people get on the phone and say these things daily.
Morning, noon, and night.
This body get shoot, next body get shoot. At some point, it's going to become very heavy on any young mind as it relates to where I stand in this society and what the possibilities of me becoming is. Because every time I look, I see negativity.
Who for is it?
And you just buying the negativity that society feeding the youth. We're talking about 95% number.
You're bad.
No.
You're bad.
I will not buy into that. I will not subscribe to that. And I rebuke you for calling 95%, which includes my daughters who doing excellent work, got businesses, PolyDan. You making sport? It cannot be 95%. And can you tell me, Flickster, it got to be less than 50%?
Have you done a survey?
Have you done a survey?
No.
Wait, hold on.
So being both of our opinions, all is going to be biased.
No, so if I have to stand up in any forum to represent Barbados without doing a survey, it has to be positive, it can't be negative. It means that you jump off the shit and say, let Barbados burn.
I admire your passion. Hold on, I admire your passion. But you're being a bit bellicose. You're being loud, a little bit obnoxious. Just keep it cool.
No, one thing is that I think that he get it from a best case scenario, not a worst case scenario.
But I'm seeing it from a worst case scenario.
Is the glass half empty or half full?
Thank you very much.
That's all it takes. We have nothing to say. We gonna jump. We gonna stand up in a public forum.
All right. Let me
automatically say that we've lost 95% of our youth.
We have.
But I know it goes.
If you do the survey or the public survey or the opinion poll that should come true, hopefully, you're going to see that there's some people who agree with me wholeheartedly. Right? True. But the system has what we hold on. I remember. Can I take the floor?
Take the floor.
Yeah. What we will probably agree on, hopefully, is that not persons like me that have failed the youth, the system has failed the youth. The lawmakers have failed miserably.
Please, sir, can I have a say?
No, I already.
Are you going on?
What I will also say, it starts. My old saying, charity begins at home.
Thank you very much.
My mother rang that in my ears. Charity begins at home. I told my mother miserable as raw souls and go by my grandmother. But now get older, I understand what they were saying.
Turn the TV.
Right? But watch me. If the system had discipline, because hold on again, you can get discipline from your home, from your mother or your father. If you ain't getting it there, you can spend it from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock at the school. So the teachers should be allowed to cut your ass, not a headmaster. Put some illicit lashes in your backside. Everybody get PCA out of line.
But listen to me.
Right? Hold on. Then you know what they still know. But girls wear school long braids, like them in Whitney Houston.
Edges and all type of things.
You got the mop, eyebrows, and the Ministry of Education has failed miserably. The Education Minister, a beautiful lady, very polite, But I don't think that she can do it on her own. It has to be a body. She can only get,
man.
She can, hold on. She can only get.
Continue, but I want to say one thing. I'm not a political.
Well, you guys interjected momentarily.
I need a PolyDan, and it seems that you want to slightly inject politics in it.
But it's politics. Because if you got schoolboys, hold on. If you got schoolboys getting school in hair pattern and cornrow and afros and looking on shape and parachuting like Michael Jackson and talking all that bullshit, or I can go a little further.
Please,
I was in Panama last year.
PolyDan.
I was in Panama last year. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out. Sorry, all first.
Right?
Because you really want to get the chest.
And I